It's Week 13 of the National Football League. And coming up next, it's the Jets, reigning league MVP. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Jets and the Bears, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. At a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3". Throwing to start the drive. Reed. This pass out wide to Hall. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Jets at 9-2 to start play, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. You look at this Bears defense. They're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove it day for them.
Now Reed. From the gun, he'll throw. Caught left side, Williams. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. Back to the ground with Hall. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Here's Reed, operating from the gun. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defense. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now they got first and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
They'll run with Hall. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Looking to throw. Reed buying time to his left. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin with career touchdown number 75. And the Jets respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution.
Threw the touchdown pass on that last drive, his 20th on the year, and he'll start again here, first down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Throw right side, Wilson. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch,
a wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we transition into the second half of the season, trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
He's got the connection to Moore. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
To throw is Reed from the gun on 3rd down. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art.
Jets offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been very impactful when using his legs this year, both when the pocket breaks down and... Reed throwing to start the drive. Steps away to his left. Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 30 yards there. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Shifts past him at the 40, fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Here's a 2nd and 7. And check down, complete to Hall. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Back to throw. Reed escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Hall want to give up the middle. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Jets are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys. New York set to take the field. Reed now, throwing to start the drive. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Straight ahead is Hall. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Reed being chased out left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Back to throw. Reed. He dumps this one off here to Hall. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Reed. From the gun, he'll throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Reed. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Mike Williams. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter.
Okay, ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Here we go. Set. 60
Here's Reed throwing to start the drive. Flushed out right. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Here's a give to Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 8. That pass complete to Moore. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a 1st down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Looking to throw. Reed eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played well. Good first. To throw is Reed. Throwing to start the drive. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Reed. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. What a career he continues to have. That catch is number 815. That ties him with Hall of Famer Shannon Sharp.
And just think about this. The only people ahead of him at the tight end position in catches, Antonio Gates, Jason Witten, and Tony Gonzalez. You catch 850.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. Now Hall to start the drive. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Reed. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. A handoff for Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. Back to throw. Reed. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll look to throw again. Forced out to his left. That's complete right around the 8. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Back to throw again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case,
The offense for the Jets ready to take over. Reed throwing to start the drive. Buying time to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Reed steps away to his left. His throw incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Now a second and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Back to throw. Reed being chased out left. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off, and the Bears are going to take over at their own 41. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And the interception. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Looking to throw. Reed. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's first and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll look to throw now on first down. Forced out to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
Back to throw. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
They'll come up first and 10 here. He'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll look to throw. This completes to Corley.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 18.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Second and 2. Steps away to his left. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Back to throw. Reed being chased out. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds. Well, this fan base on the losing side, Charles, they're going to be talking about this one for a while. They ultimately decided to try to come up with a touchdown on that last play when all they needed was the field goal to force overtime.
Yeah, and the reasoning behind it, that's what we're all waiting to hear, because sometimes there's things that we don't see on the surface. Did the coach feel like, if he tied the game, they couldn't go any farther? They had too many injuries? Not sure what was going on there, but I'm with you. I'm stunned they didn't try and kick the field goal there.
So for the Jets, they can...